Hey everybody, I'm here with my foster kitty Sriracha, and I'm gonna go on a little bike ride to a local Pierogi fest. I'm not sure what it's gonna be about. I saw online there's a lot of lines, but I am interested to hopefully try some pierogies. And it's Sriracha's first time in the backpack on a bike, so we'll see how that goes too.
I'm Dan. I'm waiting in line for pierogies. Here with my friend Michael.
Yeah, I'm Mike. Plan on eating some great pierogies, hopefully. I still haven't decided because there's like so many things to choose from. But I'm here to take some pictures and eat some pierogies.
What brought you here?
Oh, and our old roommate told us about the pierogi fest.
Our old roommate who's ditched us a long time ago.
Yeah, he's up in line somewhere. So.
Okay. Have you ever had these before?
No, never had these. I've only ever had pierogies up in like northwest Philly area, like Port Richmond. They have a lot of pierogi shops that I've gotten like frozen pierogies from. Never had these.
Hi, I'm Anna. This is my first time at the Pierogi Festival. We've been in line for an hour and a half, but it's honestly been really enjoyable. Everybody's been so nice.
That's why I was really good brother.
Yeah, everybody's waiting for pierogies. How can you be mad? Even if you're waiting. Yeah, everybody's just so great.
What made you come here?
Saw a sign.
Yeah, saw a sign the other day.
Pierogies.
Didn't have plans for a Saturday. Pierogi Fest.
Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, and like pierogies are huge there. Like Polish food in general is huge. And so whenever I see a pierogi, I'm inclined to check it.
I love it. So I will say, this line is very, 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 very long. It actually loops around like the whole building, and what I didn't realize goes inside the building. So actually, like, if I would have known it went inside, I probably wouldn't have gone, just for social distancing, and like, I had a mask, but not many other people had a mask. So after, I have to check the time, I actually don't know how long, but after definitely over an hour of waiting in line for some pierogies, Sriracha and I finally got a pierogies, and actually in line, I was standing next to a guy who's a marketing major, and he's like, this is how they get you. You wait in line so long, you feel like you need to spend more and buy more food, which is totally true. I was ready to just buy like $15 tops of food. Instead, I spent $29 on some food today, which is like more than I spend like almost in a week of groceries. And I got a soda because I'm horribly thirsty. It's been a long wait in line. I'm actually probably not going to eat until I get home, so I'll start the video back up then. Okay, so I was so exhausted after waiting in line, riding my bike. It was about like a mile away, so not too far, but still like a lot for me. I'm still getting back in shape. So totally exhausted. Didn't film while eating. So I already ate. I'm sorry. But when I got home, actually, my roommate was here with one of her friends. So I let everyone sample the pierogies. And my favorite was the pulled pork pierogi. I thought it just had very like intense flavor and did taste like pulled pork. And my roommate's favorite was actually the cheesesteak one. She just really liked the meatiness to it and thought it tasted generally like a cheesesteak. And then we both weren't a big fan of the plain potato and cheese one. It pretty much tasted like, like a pierogi, in my opinion. Nothing super special, but also not bad. And then I was happy. I ordered the taster platter, and that came some kielbasa, this other piece I'm not sure, I don't remember the name, and some pierogies with salad. I really, really enjoyed actually the meat, the piece I can't say the name. It's like comes with like a meatloaf with rice wrapped around with cabbage and in this like sweet red sauce. And I really like it actually. We used to actually have it when I was in university at the dining halls and always looked forward to it. And I'm not a big sausage person, so I did try the kielbasa and didn't really love it, but it wasn't bad overall. And then I had the borscht, which I was very excited to see because the only place I've ever seen it before was when I was in Ukraine a few years ago. In Ukraine, I had sort of like the hipster vegan version of borscht. Here I got the beef borscht, but essentially borscht is like a beet soup. And I really like it. I like beets, red beets, and I think it's tasty. And apparently this church donates a lot of money to Ukraine, and supporting Ukraine has been a really big deal in the city this year. But apparently even last year this festival had like really long lines, but it was kind of interesting to hear some of the backstory about it. I drive past the sign every day and I'm like, oh man, like Pierogi festival. So that's kind of just what I popped in, not knowing that it was going to be such a long line. And then once you're in line, you're like, I don't want to get out of line. And then we're in line so long, you're like, oh, I better buy some like good stuff. And I don't know. I also didn't have much else to do. I think next year I would either pre-order or order them frozen, or just not even get the pierogies and wait in one of like the shorter lines for some of the like the frozen ones you can buy on site, because it's just a really, really long line. But considering it was just such a long line, I didn't have a bad time. I kind of enjoyed my time. I was talking to people next to me, it was a good outing. And thanks for listening, and check back next week for another video.